appreciate you taking the time to join me today. And on this journey, adventure, whichever one you want to kind of call it. Um, um, a little off right now, just to be honest. It's probably obvious, besides the fact my hair is everywhere. Unfortunately, you guys are probably gonna see the good, the bad, and the ugly, because I will have good days and I'm gonna have bad days, and um, that was the whole purpose of this, was because I wanted to make sure that whoever this blesses, that you understand this is authentic. This is not I hope to have some spot outside of my car to be able to do this, a nice little comfortable cozy spot, but right now my life is not that. It will be, I believe that, but right now it's not. So I heard back from the judge. I think last time I was telling you that I had submitted the papers, and then I sat there and I was waiting for an order from the judge, right? So I did finally hear back, and I submitted some of the wrong papers. Well, no, I submitted all the right ones, except for a few more that I was supposed to submit. So what I've learned from this is get an attorney or get some legal help. And I generally give that advice to others, but I did not take it for myself, because I was like, oh, I can get this done without having to take off work and go meet with this attorney and go do this, or money I don't have. Like, to be honest with you, right now I owe an attorney like probably about $700 or $800 from when I had to get my kids back, which is a whole nother story. And so I right now financially cannot afford to get an attorney. I just can't do it. I can't afford to pay $200 for an attorney right now, because right now where my life is at, it's like I think I said before, it seems like everything in my life is imploding. And my husband was staying with me. I had to put him out because he just literally lost his stuff and said some stuff that was inappropriate. I think I told you that. He went off the rails. Well, he's gone off the rails several times. Anyway, the house I love that I'm living in, because I'm not ready to buy, because I know there's some stuff pressed on my heart to do that God gave me, that he gave me gifts and talents to use towards. I'm not ready to buy a house. Besides the fact I'm going through divorce, I couldn't possibly buy a house right now. So I needed 2 years before I would be in a good position. And I was told, oh yeah, this is his family home, he's never going to sell it. Mind you, this is the third time this has happened. Since I started going through this divorce stuff with my husband, third time this has happened, that a house has been sold up from underneath me. Not rented, re-rented, sold. So, yeah. And what else? My coworker is leaving to go have a baby, which I totally understand. That situation got a little bit better. She's going to give me a little bit more time, so I thank the Lord for the grace, and I appreciate her for making that sacrifice, her and her family, because I need a little bit more time. Daughter's leaving for college, and I don't even know what I'm doing with all this paperwork and stuff. I'm supposed to be filling it out. I have so much paperwork going on in my life right now. I have paperwork coming out of my ears. Like, I breathe paperwork. In my bed right now, where a husband should be, are stacks of paperwork. And I'm going to school right now. Go figure that. I'm taking a class, actually. And so, oh my God. And my daughter's moving to live with me in a house I no longer have. But I got grace the other day. I've been given another 30 days, which I hope I don't need. I normally would be crying, and I was, but now I just laugh, because I have to look at it as God must be like stripping away stuff to bring in something better, which I've probably said, you've heard me say before. I have to keep telling myself that, even though there are moments when, to be honest, I don't even believe that. I have to like talk myself into come on, girl. We got this. And there's going to probably be days you're going to have to do a lot of self talk. And I do a lot of that. That's why this has become less and less harder to do. Because I spend a lot of time talking to myself, encouraging myself, motivating myself, calming myself down. Like literally, my previous therapist, yeah, the girl believes in therapy. No joke. I'm about to go back. Um, my previous therapist, taught me, tapping, and it has worked for me. Tapping. If you don't know about tapping, I would advise you to look it up. Tapping, and self comforting and soothing, which I find myself doing lately. Like, oh, it's okay. We're gonna be all right, girl. We're gonna be all right. Me, you, and Jesus. We got this. So, um, yeah. So it's been kind of crazy. I've gained some and lost some things, but in general, ball is moving. I'm believing that one of these houses we're putting in for that I'm gonna get it, and we're gonna move forward. I'm gonna get my daughter's stuff done and get her off to the university, and the Lord gonna provide $30,000. I have to laugh. Like 30,000. I need that to start a business. Now I gotta come with 30,000 for my child to go to school. I have not done that for any of my kids because first of all, I've been a stay-at-home mom. And when I was working, I'm always the one paying every bill. It's since me and my husband separated. So I'm paying everything. I pay all the rent, utilities, and all that. And so we were on and off. So I wouldn't rely on him. I just made sure I consistently kept it as Ashley, you got to stay focused on your grind until this man changes his stripes. Did it in my first note. Changes his stripes to where you can let it down and lay it down and be like, okay, it's me and you, babe. I did not get the me and you, babe. I got it for a couple minutes and then he would flip back and then I'd be like, what? You almost had me. You almost got me. You almost got me, So, I remember one day crying about, I'm so tired of carrying this, like by myself. So tired. And I know women's independence, women's lib, all that. I'm real about mine. That may be cool for some women. And I very much believe in about women getting their own and doing what they need to do. But I also believe that in that same breath, I've told all my daughters and my sons, don't go into a marriage with nothing. Don't go into a committed relationship where you are marrying somebody and that is your intention with nothing. Go get yours because you want to make sure that they go get theirs. Because when you come together, you're stronger than you were of one person carrying the load and the other person ain't got nothing. When I got with my husband, I had money to go get mine. He had nothing but debt, but I didn't know. So when I jumped on board with him, I jumped into his negative. There was already a pothole, not a mountain for us to hop from mountain to mountain. No, there was a divot where and my mountain fell into his divot. So then we were on the neg from the get-go. I've learned that. I don't hold that against him. I can't. If anything, I've found myself lately getting to a point of forgiveness and compassion and understanding that he don't know what he don't know. And maybe he'll never get that. And he may never get it. But he's still my kid's father. And I got with him for a reason because at the time he was extremely smart. I always say this and he hates that, but he very smart man. Like just very can put things together. And I'm that type of person. Like if it's broken, I can figure out how to fix it. I ain't that chick. I'll get under a sink. I'll get under a car. I was raised by those people. Those people raised me that taught me that ain't nothing I cannot do. So from Bertha and from Tony and people who raised me, These were people who believed about getting it done, and I that's the type of person I am. Oh, the fence is broken? Cool, I'll fix it. Pipe's broken? Got that. Oh, you need me to sew your dress? Got that. Oh, you need me to do that? I can do that. You want me to grow a garden? I'll figure out how to do. Like you know, I don't believe there isn't anything I can't do. I'm not too cute to get dirty. I'm not too cute to sweat. I can get it done. And that's just who I am. So I wanted somebody who was really smart in the areas that I may not be. And that's what I thought that I was getting, was not only fine, like my husband was fine when I met him. Like, oh my gosh. It was nice eye candy. But the other stuff, there's some great qualities. My kids have wonderful qualities, but there's some lack. And the lack there, irregardless, I don't know what you believe, but I believe this. My parents left me with some scars and wounds that only God can heal. But I have to take the initiative to do my work. So I've been doing my work for a really long time, and I'm not done doing my work. I will keep doing my work. And what happened to me, what has happened to me has become a has created talents and gifts that without those things I probably never would have had. So I'm not, fully appreciative of what I had to go through to get where I am, but sometimes that's just what happens. And it all is in your perspective. That had I not had the experiences that I have, I probably would not, I definitely wouldn't be who I am today. And I probably would not have had people cross my path that I've been able, out of my own experiences and life hurts and things and struggles and challenges, that I would not have been able to help because I wouldn't know nothing about it. But I do. I know firsthand. So don't knock what you've been through, because what you've been through ain't even about you. It's about those that come after you. And if you don't do your work, and if you don't start to look at what um, your scars as stories, as journeys, and you keep looking at them as wounds, like I said before, you can fill them cracks with gold. I'm about filling my cracks with gold. I got cracks. I got them in my face, but I also have them in my life. And I believe that those cracks can be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You think about brass, and when brass starts to tarnish, it gets a verde, to it, a green tealish color, right? Some people will look at it and be like, that is so ugly. But that patina is beautiful. And my patina is gorgeous. Has it cost me a lot? Has it been a lot of work? Has it been a lot of tears and a lot of pain? Yeah, you damn right there has. But you know what? I've also seen my patina help people, bless people, give me opportunity to be there for people I probably never would have met. And I mean beautiful, amazing people that I've seen their life before my very eyes change. And it wasn't just me. I ain't no daggum superhero. I'm one person. I'm a chick from the valley. Grew up in LA. Lived in the hood. Dropped off in the valley. No, it wasn't just me. But just like a puzzle, it's not one piece. It takes several pieces. Well, guess what? In those lives, this piece played their part. And somewhere in somebody's life, your piece will play its part. But it can't if you don't do your work. And it can't if you don't deal with the hurt, the pain, the wounds, and all that, and find your ability to move past those things. I cannot tell you every day is not a struggle. There are days I do not want to get out of my freaking bed. And I've lived with depression. Like, I have You will get to know I have had some struggles that'll blow your mind. You'll be surprised. People are surprised when I tell them my story because everybody's got a story and there's a reason for it because this life ain't about you. The sooner you realize it ain't about you, the sooner you realize that everything you going through is not about you. Woe is me. Well, what is that going to do? Why not you? Why not you, boo? Because there's probably somebody else who needs to see that. Everybody knows the regular story and analogies that everybody gives, about the butterfly, the caterpillar turned to a butterfly. I remember somebody was saying, I was reading something, and then it caught me. They were talking about how a caterpillar goes into, has to become gets goes in the chrysalis, and then from the chrysalis it withdraws itself from the chrysalis and turns into a butterfly. Now, if you look at we're in our caterpillar stage, right? And then um, life creates a chrysalis, right, around us. All of these pains, wounds, scars, all these different things that have happened in our life. And then we come out of that a butterfly. Now, the butterfly's not done with its struggles, but it's totally different than when it went in, right? But here's the other part. If you help a butterfly, meaning you don't want to see it struggle, you don't like to see it have to work so hard. So you try and help a butterfly by pulling it out or doing some kind of work to help it won't fly. Because part of its growth is the struggle. And part of my growth has been the struggle. I don't sit around going, yay, struggle. No. Heck no. My kids can tell you that. They didn't see me many days over this. Just this situation with their father. There have been many other struggles, but let's just stick with this struggle with their father. Sit in bed, crumbs all on my shirt, probably something on the corner of my mouth. I ain't got on lashes, my hair is everywhere. I probably had on the same clothes a few days, crying, eyes all puffy, looking a hot mess, and my children looking at me, oh Lord. And somebody go say something encouraging tomorrow. I have been there. But eventually, I don't stay there. I might visit, but it ain't my home. Just take me a minute to get it. Whew. All right, girl, your pity party has ended. Everybody done gone home. You ran out of drinks. Let's get it together. Last call for alcohol. Let's go. Come on, girl. Let's get it together. So, this video is just to give you the kick in the butt that I had to give myself. And I've had friends who have helped with the kick in the butt. Nobody gets there alone. I don't care what people say. I guarantee you, those that say I did this alone, if they really were honest with themselves and look back, it might have been the mailman who walked up to them and putting the mail in the thing, and they waiting for the mail and say, "Hey, isn't it a nice day today?" Like, you know what? It is a nice day. That's help. Or the woman working behind the counter, the cashier, which I've been behind the cashier, and the person's down, and they say, "You all right? You okay?" That's help.